San Francisco starts out with the ball. So with Wall on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. They've got the Bulldozer. Bodyguard is out there with Scott. And it's the Wizard, and it's Hachimura in a shooting guard.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From past the arc, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, good for three.
Oh, that look in his eyes. Shai wanted that answer badly.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Bird. And that's out of bounds. San Francisco will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Beasley. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look here at the visitors, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Insanity picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's San Francisco with it. 4-point game. Poke loose. Beasley with the steal.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
Yao with the block.
You have to admire the way Yao challenges shots. He's actually averaged 4.8 blocks per game his last season in China.
That's good from Scott. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. SGA kicks to Bird. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
And the basket is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Scott the pass to Hachimura. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Hachimura's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The Bulldozer passes to Scott. There's the three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
SGA with the ball. Beasley covering. Count that one for George.
Wow, George is answering from distance right there. I love it.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Bird covering. And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Kevin.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for San Francisco. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Chamberlain, and it's Mitchell in for Dort. .151 left in the first quarter of the game. Bird looking it over. They double-team Bird. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Bird's got 6 points.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Got that one up quick.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
Ball stolen. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Here's Wall, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Holmgren.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Yao. Chamberlain comes in for Holmgren. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Larry Bird. And it's Cason Wallace in for SGA.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Mitchell wide open. And San Francisco tacks on 2 more.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt. Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
The 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Mitchell's got 5 points so far. From deep 3-point land, Scott can't get it to go. Here's Wallace, and San Francisco tacks on 2 more. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter, leading by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Isaiah Joe. Chamberlain is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Wallace, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Bodyguard is out there with Scott. And there's the bulldozer. Then there's Insanity, and it's O'Brien in at the point. And it's Wallace penetrating Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close. Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Snatched away. Here's O'Brien. And it's off from 3-point range. San Francisco trails by 5. For 3, Mitchell. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Took him no time at all on that one.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for San Francisco. Bird comes in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Here's Mitchell. He's got 8. Chamberlain dishes to Bird. Pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand of it.
And here's a timeout now from George Clark. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Beasley for three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Soto. Hits the three-point bomb. Cowboys got his first 3 points of the game.
That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
Launches it. And again, it's San Francisco with a three.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Connects from three-point range.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 18 points.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
San Francisco passing it around. Bird outside. Back to Mitchell. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
And 101 left here in the second. And San Francisco tacks on 2 more.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
To the wing right side. Here's the bulldozer. And the 3 ball is good. The bulldozer's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Mitchell kicks to Chamberlain. Mitchell passes to Bird. Floats it up for Hartenstein. It's stolen by Hachimura. Dort wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dort's got the lead up to 1 now for San Francisco. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Big Cat. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Big Cat's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Bird. Bird playing big in there. Wow.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And here's a timeout now from George Park. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Substitution in the quarter.
12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's O'Brien. Lets the 3 fly. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
52.
Their Peruvity's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image up.
Now let's take a moment to thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Dort out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Chamberlain. Then there's Yao. And it's Bird in at the 3 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. Outside for SGA. Big play by Bird to set it up. SGA's got 6 points.
Well, that high-value three, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander says, I'll take that one.
Beasley for 3, drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Sinks the triple. Freeman Liberty's got his second bucket of the night.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Over in the corner, Dort. And again it's San Francisco with the 3.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the 3 from the corner.
Here's Hachimura. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Hachimura's got 22. Knocked away. Beasley with the steal. This one for 3. Good on the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
San Francisco trails by 6. SGA kicks to Bird. Kick by Yao. Shot, high post. And it's blocked. Here's Hachimura. Buries the long-range jumper. Hachimura's got 6 here in this quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And a wide open look for SGA. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's blocked by Scott. They get it back. Yao, that's good. Pass to Hachimura. Dort with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Puts up a deep 3. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking inside.
Just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. San Francisco making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Hachimura. A 3-pointer is right on target. Hachimura's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
.149 left here in the third quarter. Hachimura buries it from 3-point range. Hachimura's got 34.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Chamberlain with a screen on Hachimura. From deep, SGA hits it from 3-point range. SGA's got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Stolen by Bird. Drills the 3-pointer.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Mitchell passes to Chamberlain. Out to Bird. 3-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Bird's got 11 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Scott, frames the 19-footer. He's got 10.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Mitchell looking it over. And again, it's San Francisco with a three.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he...
And it goes down!
He did it!
Yeah.
No, he didn't!
Lobs it up. It's deflected. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Up 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Magician is out there with Speedy, and it's the Wizard, and it's Big Cat, and it's Hachimura in at the 2 spot.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Galloway, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Here's Wallace, bangs home the trifecta.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
From deep three-point land, Hachimura no good. And so Bird will bring it up for San Francisco. Trailing by 5. The epic counts. Bird's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Well, this is what you're trying to do, put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Thank you, Allie.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Yao, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And that one falls for Hachimura. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. From deep, Wallace, good.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Wallace has gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Pass to Joe. And again, it's San Francisco with a 3.
You've got to let it fly on the catch, Isaiah Joe. Yes, sir.
Beasley with it. Hachimura fires. Trained from outside.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Wallace against Beasley. The response triple. Answers back.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Chamberlain's checked in for San Francisco. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Cason Wallace. Joe's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Here's Beasley. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's off. Now Dort to take the lead. The 3 goes down. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Vincent's checked in for Hachimura.
Vincent.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jordan. The finish, and he pounds it home. I had a feeling he wasn't going to lay that one in. No, sir.
Oh, that's a big shot from the young center. Ming showing he can be counted on in the biggest moment. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected camp.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Knocks down the three.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
He throws it into a reverse with a jam.
The height is miraculous. Ming just scaring the rim.
Let's lose a three. And there's the three.
Oh, big three right there. I mean, I've got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic plays it home.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Cleared away by Bird. San Francisco leading by three. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And stolen by Chamberlain. .44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep. And down goes the three.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Big Cat is checked in for Vincent.
Checking in for the away team, number 38.
Now, here's SG.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Beasley, a three-pointer, good.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches.
Scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by two. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
Well, crucial free throws obviously gets this to three now, but it is still a one-possession game.
The rookie coming through. Yao Ming showing he's not just talented, but he's clutch.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by two. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
He's found his rhythm.
George Clark. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Beasley fires. Oh, he nailed it.
And it's down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream of a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a